question, Matt. Okay, then, Matt, why is it important to pay attention to our emotions?
Every single decision that we make is based on some thoughts and some feelings. We know pretty well about our thoughts because we learn about them in schools, but we don't know so much about our feelings too well. We don't really talk about them, and we don't really deal with them, and they've got a bad name, and so we kind of are way up here on our thought-wise, but down feeling-wise, not too good. So I'm not saying feelings are the way you can not think. You got to do balance. You got to think and you got to feel. Every decision's made up of both, and they've got to be balanced. In my opinion, that's what we're finding is working. What is now is we got this up here, we got this way down here. Emotions are way down here, so we're trying to focus on this area to build it up so that we can have both. We need both.
Okay, 'cause that sounds great. No, don't answer till after I ask this question. What's the advantage of learning about our feelings?
Well, if we don't know about our feelings, then we're making decisions based on information that we don't have, right? A lot of times people are afraid of their own feelings. That means that you're afraid of your own self. That's no fun. And there's whole parts of us that we're finding when you delve into that whole side of you, there's whole parts of us that we don't even know, that we've never met, that we have suppressed or have put aside for so long that we don't even know parts of us.
So, Matt, how does does it somehow develop our own humanity, our compassion, our empathy? Just start with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully that's part of the point, is that if we're totally on our left brain and making completely logical decisions, you're ignoring the part of us that has the connection with other people that's so important to us as social beings. We're not experiencing the level of feeling that's possible inside of us, and certainly not making connections with people that is so critical to our well-being, to blah blah blah. So empathy and compassion, those are connecting, they're skills that you can learn. They're not rocket science. All this stuff is very, very, very simple. It's not easy, but it's really simple how you do it. And so, empathy is probably one of the biggest skills that you can learn with emotional intelligence, and it allows you to connect on a deeper level. Fantastic.
The idea comes up about, somehow emotional intelligence is given this that designation as EQ. What's the difference between EQ and IQ, and how does that work in our society?
Okay, well, there's your left brain, which has logic, reason, the sequential processing. It's the way that we store information, technical knowledge, all the good stuff that we learn in school, math and reading and science and arithmetic, all that stuff that we learn in school. It mostly is left brain stuff. What we don't focus on is the right brain, and what's over there is creativity, our feelings, our pictures that we keep in our head, our memories, our sight, sound, smells, photos, all that kind of thing that's whooping around in here. It's all kind of mushy, and it's all it can happen all at the same time. It's not a sequential, logical, cognitive thing like on our left brain. Right? Our right brain's going, wow, all over here. So, but putting them together, it sounds like we're supposed to control the right brain from our left brain. We step over here, that's what we're supposed to learn in school, and it's how do you control that? How do you keep this down? How do you stay away from it? How do you avoid all those bad things, right? That's what we're taught. What we're suggesting is that you can come over, that you get more comfortable with this side, with the right brain, so that you have the freedom to move back and forth, so that you have all the logic and all the important information that we need to make good decisions, to be successful, to keep a job, to do life. We need all that stuff, but we everybody as much need our heart involved. We need the connection between our mind and our heart. We need our feelings to give us intuition, that give us relationships, that sort of thing. So we need both. We need both. IQ plus EQ equals the world. You have the world if you can do both of those. There's nothing that can stop you.
Okay, Matt, let me ask you something else. So what's the status of of say EQ and EQ development, today? I mean, do you think it's taught enough? Do you think it's looked? What do you think about that?
Good question. It's pretty new. The whole concepts are pretty new. Our parents didn't teach us because they didn't know. Really didn't know. I mean, some parents do some yucky stuff to their kids and that sort of thing, and are malicious. But most parents trying their best, and they didn't know. They think that's what they're supposed to do. Our parents were should-based and fear-based a lot, and they were not about dealing with your feelings. They're like, just do it. I don't care what you're feeling. Just do it. That's what I was told. That's what worked for me. Just do it. So anyway, it's fairly new. A lot of it was started by Daniel Goleman's world-breaking book, whatever you call it, the Emotional Intelligence, Why EQ Can Matter More Than IQ is the name of the book. And he's now number 5 on Time Magazine's top most influential books in business in history, which is pretty amazing.
So, sorry, gotta stop that.
Okay.
I didn't think about that. Okay, so let's go back to Daniel Goleman.
Daniel Goleman, a lot of this started with Daniel Goleman's book, at least the popularity of it. Emotional Intelligence, Why EQ Can Matter More Than IQ. That's the name of the book. Number 5 on the top 25, Time Magazine's top 25 list of most influential business books in history, which is amazing if you think about, because doesn't seem like it's obviously a business concept, but emotion EQ can improve business also in amazing ways, which I can talk about later. But in '85 he started this, and it's growing like crazy as people are finding out that how well it works, and are finding out all the different areas that EQ can affect, and finding out that it's all free and that it's all inside of us, and this is not rocket science, and all we need to do is explain it to people and just show them how it works, and they go, oh. Oh, really? Like, yeah, that's how it works. That's all you got to do. And they're like, oh. Well, a lot of people fight it, but the idea is that it's just a concept. It's just information. You don't need anything. You don't need anybody to practice EQ. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. No excuses. But you don't need anything, and you don't need anybody. You don't have to buy anything ever. And you can practice these skills and learn them just by, it's just information. It's just concepts. So what's happening is that in the world, we're finding in so many different areas, I can go into them if you want, that EQ has had incredible, significant impacts on people, on results, on success, on teamwork, on kids, on business, on sales, on customer service, on military, on mental health, on crime, it's just on and on and on. It's almost like magic. It's almost like magic. It's so profound, and it's so free, and it's working so well that's why I'm jumping up and down about this. You guys got to know about this. It's real simple, but you got to know about it, and we don't know about it. I went all the way through high school, then I went all the way through college, and was very, very disappointed with my education. I was like, well, great, now I know all this stuff, but I still don't know me. I still don't know how to live. I still don't know jack squat, really. I just know a bunch of information, and it wasn't working for me. It didn't go well. So now that I found out that it's about our right brain, it's about, all it is feelings and emotions.
Wait, stop there.
Yep.
So this is great, Christine.
I know. I can't believe all these phone calls.
Is it
Name
probably
not
the same
found.
person?
987.
I'm sure it's not for us.
Hi, this is John. Hello? So let's just leave it off.
Is there a way to turn the ringer off?
Probably. Do I know how? I don't.
All right.
Menu select, handset setup, answer setup. I just think it's going to take some time.
Don't
here.
worry about it then. Just leave it off the hook. Or, will it start
Yeah,
beeping
won't
now?
do it.
And then mute it. So it doesn't beep.
It won't beep from being off the hook, but it'll still ring. But how many phone calls do you guys get?
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
We don't get that many.
Mostly
I
like
can't believe I got
bill
2. We got all this
somebody
stuff
else.
today. So, I'll also put it in the drawer now. Okay, so I'm gonna. It's too bad that twice it happened. Oh, so I'm still filming this. Oh well. Stop this for a second here. Hang on.